You jet. When is a Ascent franchise anywhere? Let me first check how many people are in it. Members. Nobody in the AFC North other than him. Nobody in the AFC East other than him. Nobody in the AFC West other than me. No, his friend is in the AFC East. Nobody in the AFC South. Nobody in the NFC West. Nobody in the NFC South. W franchise of 3 people. No, I'm kidding. I know he has like a ton of comments. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I could play some online head-to-head. But my opponent's gonna have a mic, and I low-key don't want to talk to some grown-ass men, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, I don't want to be joining a fucking online game and be talking to some grown men out here. On online head-to-head. I mean, I could try and, I don't fucking know. I'll probably just play some head-to-head. I'll mute. If my opponent has a mic, then he has a mic. I'll mute him. No, because I don't want to fucking talk on a mic. That's the problem. Alright, I'll just be muted when joining online head-to-head. Start. Random team. I'll play as the Green Bay Packers.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lambeau. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Packers first down.
Love, they go play action now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Second down and a yard. On play action. Love to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs from 13 yards out. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Love throwing for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First run now for Kyron Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing. Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They go with Jacobs. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Second and 12. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And the Rams, first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Rams.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford going up top. Touchdown, Allen! Puka Nakua, 44 yards. And the Rams are back within a couple of the lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead, Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Back to throw, Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
Packers 8.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Out to the left here, the read. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working out of the gun. Love. That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
The Packers will set up for
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
16. Rams 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Stafford. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
A final shot before the break. Stafford. And it's intercepted. And now look at about this? Big gain, but a fumble. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Stafford. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
Stafford now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line.
17 yards. And the Rams first down.
Stafford looks to throw again. The 20. 5. Touchdown. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers have taken the lead here this third quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
22.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he is caught. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. In motion right goes Adams.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
It's a turnover.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously a touchdown. Puts them in a much more secure position.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Love. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They snap it to Stafford.
He'll try to do it himself.
And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Love.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game.
Love looking to throw it.
Oh, my goodness! They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, They found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now it's Stafford. That is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right at the line.
Here comes 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
4 yards. That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Love. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
One last throw here for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today.
What the hell was that? I kicked what could have been a game winner. I was trying to squib it, kicked it out of bounds, and they got a 60-yard touchdown. Matthew Stafford is 37 years old and throwing game-winning touchdowns? Are we being for real? What? That was horrible. There is no way I lost off a game-winning touchdown. I'm gonna just play some Superstar. I'm for sure clipping that and making a video later. How do you play Superstar again? Like, the league? I don't know how to play the league. Oh. It's a new setting, I guess. Wait. I'm pretty sure these are preseason rosters. That's why the Saints are higher overall than the Jacksonville Jaguars. I hope.
We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. Getting Olave on the slant. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Trying to work quickly now.
I think I built the fastest possible quarterback in Madden.
Back to pass on 1st and 10.
Maybe not.
Oh, the ball is out. Picked up by the Jaguars. And Jacksonville makes a touchdown. The Jaguars get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. The offense about set to take over now, and here's their quarterback out to lead them to the line.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous.
The Jaguars are there. He's held down. And nice work by the defense to start this.
Oh, it's garbage.
Sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15.
I can't even change my receiver's rats.
They're going to try and throw it here. Someone got a piece of that downfield throw, but it is caught.
I wasn't even throwing to him, but okay.
Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start to punch back for their first points of this game.
I was throwing to circle and he somehow came. How? What even happened there? What type of play was that?
The Saints headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returned.
How do I throw to square but somehow circle catches it?
Touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series.
I'm sticking with it. What do you think? Oh crap.
Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's a throw.
Ooh. Spin ball? Spin ball? Can I spin it?
20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run.
That was a dot.
It could suck the wind out of that defense.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Here's a give inside to Camara. And this is pushed ahead for a game of 5. Darnell Savage brings that to an end.
Play action.
It's a gain of 6.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. 1 minute, 58
4th and 1, go for it.
Number 1, partner.
Well, 4th and 4, still go for it.
In just a moment.
Guess not.
The Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. Working on 1st down.
Oh, God.
Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. The Saints ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Back to work after throwing the pick. Bails out of the pocket.
Oh, what the? Why did I hurdle?
Former number 1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Who?
Takes the handoff.
Who is Trayvon Walker? No, I'm kidding.
They're able to drop him. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some
Okay.
discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason.
Oh my God. I have like a second to throw.
Wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
It ain't even my fault. Whole line gave me like a second to throw. Meet your coordinator? What type of team is this? How have I not met my coordinator yet? I literally got drafted in April and I haven't met my coordinator even? What type of team are they running here, bruh? Like, I haven't even met my coordinator yet? I'll upgrade. I have some upgrades. Throw power. I'm not upgrading throw power specifically. Short throw accuracy. Could use some. Probably maybe medium throw. No. I'm putting it all on deep though. And maybe one on medium though. To take me up to a 67 overall. But seriously, how have I not met my coordinator yet? Be for real. Hey, John, good to see. Hey, coach, it's been intense, but I'm rewarding. I'm learning a lot every day. That's great to hear. Let's discuss your role. I should be starting by now, yeah. All he's gonna say is he appreciates my confidence. Are we being for real? It's not confidence. It's me telling you that I should be starting by now.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Caesars Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. We're in the first quarter of play, and it's the Saints in control of the football. Throwing to start the drive. Madden.
What? There's nobody open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A quick throw there is incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at? Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20.
I don't give a fuck. I do not care. You can get a pick 6 all you want. This team is garbage. And Superstar mode is stupid because apparently my team can't block for shit. Like, I got no O-lineman, bro.
With how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
And now we're going to get our first peek at the rookie.
What do you mean first peek? I was out on...
He has proven himself to be the #1 quarterback for this team coming out of camp. Now let's see what type of game plan they put with him to give him some confidence early.
And how do you do that, Charles? How do you alter the game plan for this guy versus a Brady or a Manning?
I think that you played.
I am the next Brady or Manning.
On what he did well in college to get him comfortable early, some familiarity, whether it's short throws, deep throws, quarterback runs. What are the things that give him confidence? Get those into the game plan right out of the gate.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Okay. I should have just ran it. I was doing too much. I had a wide open run.
Off the bootleg. Madden. A nice little juke. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
I still can't see any of the plays. That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a 9-yard touchdown. Quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out.
Play action.
They'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10.
I can't see the play still. I can't see any of my routes. That's a guess. All me. All me. Brandon Cooks. No, that wasn't all Brandon Cooks. That was all me. Trust. Same play, same play, same play. Taysom Hill? 2nd touchdown? No. He wasn't open.
Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yo!
The Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining.
What is triple option?
In this 1st quarter. They'll carry here for the big tight end. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Foster Moreau, a 3-yard.
Tight end at fullback, yeah.
New Orleans offense set to take over.
And they'll just simply be looking to
How do you level up
of the last time out where
your
they
head
scored a
coach level?
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now.
Oh, fuck.
Get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around.
That was... I had no room. I couldn't even get the pass off.
17 yards to go on second down. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Miracle I even got the pass off, but okay.
Great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get the field.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
I think my other wires, if I had pump faked that, that would have been a wide open touchdown on the left side or right side. I don't know my directions, but whichever side the open receiver was on, I would have pump faked and then tossed him the ball. That would have been a touchdown.
Thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than
Alvin Kamara, running back at receiver? No. Hop off receiver, Kamara.
He's looked pretty good to this point. Off the play fake. Madden. It's Hill. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside.
That was a laser.
First and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
Like, I might actually be the greatest quarterback of all time.
Madden. The RPO, he'll keep it himself. He completes it to Olave.
Faster than Lamar.
Wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Off play action. Madden. And the catch made by Johnson. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake. Madden.
Oh no. Taysom?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
That's another Saints first down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great
BTA. 21-0.
He capped off
I mean, 21-10.
Had the touchdown run. And he'll take over here again, first and 10.
You know, Matt LaFleur has had 2 historic playoff chokes in his life. One in the Super Bowl as the Falcons, like, as a member of the Falcons. He choked 28-3. And then one yesterday against the Bears. He choked 21-3.
Back to throw. Madden. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got a man. Complete. And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. And the Saints first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Second and 6.
35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
Looking to throw. Madden. They'll wind up with positive.
Call timeout.
It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is incomplete.
4th and 3, go for it.
Right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
At least we stopped them. Am I subbed out? Whatever. Toughest quarterback of all time, bro.
Here for New Orleans.
Toughest.
And they are spurred on by a strong performance.
No wonder Riz is 60 overall, bro. Out here, that's crazy. 5'7" quarterback. Shortest quarterback of all time. Even shorter than Kyler Murray. And that's saying something. Meet with coach. Welcome to the start of the regular season, John. Okay. John Madden. Why am I competing? My name is literally John Madden out here. In the game. And which is for some reason the randomly generated name you're getting. John Madden is a crazy randomly generated name. Not randomly generated, it's a basic name. Like, if you don't change it at all. What's a sports psychologist? I don't care, I just want to play. Yes. I don't train. Yes, skip weekly training. Did the Saints actually play the Niners in week 1 of the season? Or is this like a randomly generated schedule? Who are you talking to? I'm not talking to anybody. What, am I going to be silent the whole time?
And 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw.
Oh, crap.
Taking off. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is
Not you.
So no turnover.
Then who?
Jackson's going to wind up a first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Back deep for Olave.
I know it fell for a completion. Impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit.
Sure, buddy, sure.
The arm strength that this quarterback has.
Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. Olave?
Our throw here on the right side falls incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
Touchdown. Chris Olave, the GOAT.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Saints.
Back to the air. One more. And he can't get away. Down he goes. Back to 16. They'll look to pick up the pace.
Brings up second and 11. At the
He'll look to
16-yard
throw.
line.
He'll be hit as he throws this time.
Nothing.
It's gonna fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a third down.
Wide open running room.
Continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal.
Cooks is going to be open. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not.
Batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly.
What is that supposed to mean?
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first. Alan Moore, the head coach of the Saints. His guys heading back on.
5'7".
So, Greg, let's
pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last
Probably one of the worst divisions of all time.
Yet people overlook it at times, and maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike. You think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams, Tampa Bay.
Now it's the worst division in football. What happened?
They make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan in New Orleans, and obviously the success they had with Drew Brees in Carolina. We played in a Super Bowl. I mean, this was a division you didn't want to play. Now, they've all fallen on their resets, new coaches, new quarterbacks. Tampa Bay has done the best job weathering and taking advantage of their rebuild and their next era in the midst of a down division. So, big reason they've won 4 in a row.
It's 4th and inches. Make the right decision, coach. Oh, come on. What are we doing?
While these may not be the biggest markets in the league,
Go for it. I can't wait till I have so much coach trust I can call every single play. I will be going for it on 4th and 50.
Offense ready to see what they can do. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchdown.
Why do you retract the message? You do realize I can still, like, unretract it, right? Like, I can view what you said.
The impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread. But now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball for 35? Or even if I
Who else is in chat?
tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go
That was horrible.
touchdowns, kick less field goals because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is
What? Who said?
times in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime.
That was horrible.
Getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, is the first of
All right, 7-3 still.
Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Saints offense ready for
Oh crap, 10-7.
of this second half. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags. They'll also play in London week 6 and 7. Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Hospital ball. Hospital ball to Brandon Cooks.
When I played for Carolina, it's a
Saquon up the middle. AJ Brown, dick ball. That is not AJ Brown.
So I expect this slate to continue to expand. So many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday very Saints offense
17-7. We are screwed.
You build all year for the opener, and you play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this.
Hey, we didn't lose yet.
It certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into
Olave.
the best teams in this league, Mike, they have
Oh, finally, I have full control of the offense. Never mind, guess I don't.
More close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able?
Like, I can't adjust any routes.
in there for a loss of 5.
This might be the worst career mode Madden's ever made.
Third down. And deep for Olave. That's caught.
Oh my gosh, Chris Olave.
Not gonna catch up to him.
Chris Olive.
74 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans.
What? That's insane.
They're ready to take over once again. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10.
They must have thrown a pick.
They'll begin with a zone read. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Something happens, so they'll press the tempo a bit.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Dagger 6 out, okay.
He'll drop the throw. And that one's incomplete,
PI?
but a late flag comes
Possibly.
in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Line of scrimmage is the 31.
4 verts.
1st and 10.
Probably. Wide? Is he open? Guess he is.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
That's a dot. Possibly. Nope.
To the right side. And incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in
That might be the worst pass I've ever thrown.
And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere.
Orbit play action cross.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd.
So I gotta at least get like 5 yards on this play. Possibly a 1st down? Crap. I sold.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to
See, now, might have been down.
put an end to this drive.
Was I down? I don't think I was down.
So, here are
Ball
the
back?
Saints down by a field goal. 1:51 on the clock. How will this play out? We'll watch. They come up for 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
Brandon Cooks
That one out.
can't reach for shit.
Receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and
So how are we supposed to score exactly?
from his own end zone. And that could be
Flag, flag, flag.
intercepted. Picked off
What's a flag?
by Williams. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
That's game. Yes or no to what?
The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wit's end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays.
Wait, how do we get the ball back?
He's going to be brought down. A pass for us. 17 yards. Here's 1st down.
Yo!
For the Saints. 1st down.
Am I clutch? Am I clutch like that?
He'll throw.
Am I Caleb Williams? Fuck!
Picked off.
Fucking gay game. Nah, bro. Nah. This game is gay. Worst game ever, bro. I'm deleting my superstar, bro. I'm not playing that ever again. This is the worst game mode ever. Can't change plays for shit. What the fuck? Dumbass game. Genuinely. This game's the worst game ever, bro. Terrible fucking... Like, terrible camera angles, terrible everything. I'm gonna just play online. I'm muting. Bills are getting belted by the Jaguars. How are you guys losing to the Jaguars? Bills, what happened? Golly. First off, I gotta take a screenshot of that. That's a crazy. That's a funny photo. Travis Etienne, 67 yards, averaging 6.7 yards per carry. All right. What team am I going to use? I will use the Buffalo Bills, I suppose.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about one. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Josh Allen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 11 on the scrambles and give them a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Sidney Brown.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
3rd and long. Hurts now. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. To throw is Hurts. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. They go play action now. Here's Allen. That one downfield for Cooks. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
38 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 38 yards on the play. First down.
Now Allen on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Eagles will take over at their own 15.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. A gain there of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for an Eagles first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts. That's caught inside by Goddard. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Saquon.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Man in motion is Smith. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
Hurts. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. James Cook past the 45. Still going. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
And he takes it into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's caught by Goddard. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Could not ask for more from that 1st half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a 1st down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Hurts. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Barkley. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Once again, it's Barkley.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on 4th down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6, or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he's got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Here's Barkley. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Now, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on 3rd down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a 3rd time and take their chances?
They'll run with Barkley. And he will dive into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
And he's into the end zone. The conversion is successful, and it's an 8-point lead here in the 4th.
Bills 8.
So after the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, the lead is 8 as they kick it away. To return, here's Ray Davis. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Picked off by Michael Carter. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive team.
Kickoff just moments away as we've arrived at Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Stafford from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That one goes for 31 yards. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Will try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. He put everything he had into this one. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
He was covered by Cameron Kinches.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession. Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Houston Texans and the Philadelphia Eagles. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go at the link. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots.
Your mic is unmuted, by the way.
Play on a drive in the NFL today. You're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door.
I live streamed that whole thing.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. From the red zone.
Yeah?
Right back to Goddard.
I'm for sure clipping it.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for this.
Well, yeah, it is clipped. I'm live streaming on YouTube.
I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Caught out wide. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and we netted some positive yards.
No gain, maybe just a couple of inches on the run. That brings up 4th and goal. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Nick Sirianni telling his offense they're going for it. 2-point attempt coming. Hurts looking to throw. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 12-point game in the first. First time we see this offense out there. They're trying to add on 2 more after the defensive touchdown. All right, they're going to throw for it. Escapes the pocket. And it's caught, so they try for 2 once again, and this time it pays off. They're up 14-zip. A little bit curious if that missed extra point from earlier was on their minds, maybe. They avoid the kick entirely on this touchdown. They go for 2, and they convert. They're up 14-0.
I'm going to guess it is, Kate, because you know how these kickers work. And I'm not a kicker hater, okay? Let me be very clear. They've got a tough job. But you miss one, sometimes these coaches will say, the heck with that. I'm going to trust my offense to go out there and get it done, and that's exactly what they did.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
C.J. Stroud sacked. A loss of 7 yards.
I'm about to score a touchdown. Nico Collins. Oh, okay. Never mind.
And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense up to the line fast.
Sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
To the air, Stroud. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 20. And the Texans first down.
First down, Stroud. The right side hauled in by Collins. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
2 more yards. That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Sidney Brown makes the play. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have it following that interception on the final play of the first quarter. Look at that power, deep left side. Now this is
Give me that right back.
That is back-to-back passes. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. So we'll take the interception back inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Marcus S.
Must be paying these guys day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
On first down, Hurts. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
Incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, and discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
Short pass brought in. He runs it up to midfield. A.J. Brown. He could do it. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Nick Sirianni telling his offense they're going for it. 2-point attempt coming.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts looking to throw. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Well, yet again, partner, they choose to go for 2 instead of the PAT. And for the second time in this ballgame, they are successful.
You and I both know, having done this for a while, sometimes you go into these games and you don't exactly know the mindset. This one, it's pretty clear. It's all about aggressiveness. And they've started from the beginning with it and more than likely going to finish with it, and they got a big lead to boot.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And this one is launched down.
Touchdown, Nico Collins.
Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start to fight back with their first points of this game. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Nico Ryan's making the call. They're going for 2 here. Here's Stroud throwing for it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off Reed Blankenship.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call and are set up perfectly to counter it.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right, airs it. He's got it inside the 25. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 3-possession game. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now Hurts. Buying some time right. And a call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
28, Texans 6.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Taking a shot deep here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Completes this one to Braxton Berrios. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. We've set it down from 37. Throwing again, it's Stroud. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
Catch made by Woody Marks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Again, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. Going left with Marks. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here. Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You're lucky I couldn't get that throw off.
And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Catch is made near the marker. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans.
There's no way you just let me score a fake field goal touchdown.
Great work by the offense. They caught him off guard with the fake, and they pulled it off to perfection.
Yeah, they sure did, and this is a call that involves some risk. Listen, you're taking 3 points off the board by just willing to attempt this, and then you got to get great execution by everybody involved. In this instance, well, they all came through to make that call a smart one.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hits his running back. end up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
At the 28-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Looking to throw. He's trying to push the field. They connect on the deep shot. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? A touchdown on the final play of the half, and they're trying to send a message here by adding another 2 to that lead.
I'm still going to end up winning.
They want to run it across. But he can't get in for 2. They keep him out, and that is how this first half will end.
Eagles 34, Texans 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Eagles will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half. Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Nick Sirianni telling his offense they're going for it. 2-point attempt coming.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point.
Hurts looking to throw. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. All right, Brock, your time with Seattle, and especially Indy, you were on the winning end of some blowouts. Is there any reason you'd have ever gone for 2 up this big?
Well, let's see. Mike Holmgren, Tony Dungy, my father. No, Kate, you would not ever do this because the football's got a funny way of coming back and humbling you. Maybe not in this game, but down the road, and I just don't like any part of this decision-making.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Working quickly here. Found throwing here on 1st. Caught by Collins on the slant. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Firing one deep for the end zone. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Eagles make the most of the interception, returning this up to their own 25 before going down. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
I mean, where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So it's second down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. Motion man right is Smith. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
On the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 41-yard
Dotson now
line.
in motion right. Hurts setting up to throw. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45.
That's good.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the
Hurts to throw. He finds Brown right side. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the third.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from the tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. Following that timeout, they're lining up. They're going to try to come up with 2 points.
The Eagles will
Hurts
set up
throwing
a
again.
two-point conversion.
Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Well, they don't get it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock. As I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you and many others maybe aren't a fan of that call.
I don't feel like I'm that old. I really don't.
You don't look that old.
Well, thank you. But yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time.
35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completes it downfield to Kirk. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And it'll be a first down, Texans. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
36 yards. First down, Houston.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. Trying for the deep ball. And they pick him off again. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles take it away once again. You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002. It's Gillette Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper. Between the Green Bay Packers and the New England Patriots. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And we're off and running from Gillette. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Third down and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Henderson on 1st and 10. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of the game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate, but here, sharp, they were crisp, and they grab the early lead.
And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. Really a dream start at home for this team. They add on the 2-point try, and they are quickly up 8-0.
So much game left, but they trusted that even if the conversion failed, they could make up those points over the course of the game. But even more than that, Kate, what they've done now to this whole...
Why is your name Iceman, but you're the Green Bay Packers?
I can't wait to hear the volume when the defense hits the field.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Gets it downfield. On target to Watson. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And there's a man there.
Thank you for the free interception and a pick 6. Nope. Never mind.
Enemy territory. He's out inside the 30 on the INT. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Dude, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's May.
Packers 2-yard line.
To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving.
Touchdown, New England. The Patriots grow their lead to 14-0. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Escapes out to the left. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. Now Borregales on to send it away.
Andres Borregales to kick off for New England.
Wilson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Play action. Love. Rolling out to his left. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air. Love. It's another first half mistake.
God damn, what was that throw?
Picked off by Craig Woodson.
There's no way. Bro's quitting already. Down 14, that was crazy. I quit, and when I was down 48 to 14. Oh no, I'm not being Seattle. No. I would be the Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go from Bank of America Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place. The drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14. At at the 24-yard line.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
Third and 11. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10.
Young to throw on first down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of down.
First down. First and 10.
Young to throw on first and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Leads to second and 10.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
A 7-yard loss.
Montez Sweat gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's third down. From the gun, it's Young. He'll let one go down the middle. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some...
No way I'm kicking a 62-yard field goal.
Nowhere to go with the ball.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. To throw is Young. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive. First and 10 now from the 36. A play fake. Now Williams. Open man. That's
DB was right there.
They bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And he'll take this one in. Roll Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll go play action with Young. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
17 yards. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Panthers football to begin this second quarter from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
We're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
Of a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go. Young. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Forced to his right. Gonna look deep. Looking for more.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams.
Give me that.
But it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
And Young will have a 1st down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
10 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
Now Hubbard. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down.
Right at midfield. A 3-yard pickup.
On play action, Young exiting. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he will go all the way. Jimmy
Oh, my bad for missing chat. Crap. I just realized I had my mic on. Hold up.
Now we'll get a two-point try here as Young gets the offense lined up.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. First, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. Gonna look deep. Looking for more.
That's a pick. Nope.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And 3rd down coming up. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Throw it again. It's Williams. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Nick Scruton getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Luther Burden, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
There's no way you're quitting up by 1. Lamar.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
Across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. So the screen good for...
Why are you spamming prevent defense?
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. The quick feet by Jackson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Big yardage there on the scramble.
It clearly does not work.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Henry is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they finally get their chance on offense. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here's May. Hunter Henry brings it in. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play action. May. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
They'll throw with May. Complete. It's Henry. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a third and inches. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now May on the sneak. And he will have a Patriots first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
That was a dime to the DB.
By Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Back at the 25-yard line.
Jackson. We'll try and do this, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Caleb Chason, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
What type of celebration is that?
Defense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. May looking to run. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
May going to give it to Henderson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Throwing here is May. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs from 4 yards out. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
You left a bit too much time.
Following the touchdown. Borregales back out to send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Milton Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And this play still live. He faked the spike. They'll throw it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt.
I missed the punt.
Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on.
What type of kickoff is that?
They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first.
It's fine. Tyler Fruit Loop cannot kick anywhere.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be home in.
He might not even need to kick.
Seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I could probably onside.
Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And
oh, crap.
By the Patriots. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it?
I'm going to block it.
They had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
So I could either kick a 72-yarder.
You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, and that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Looking to throw. May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Jackson going to keep it. Through the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end.
I celebrated too early. Almost.
Lamar Jackson, 40 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
That keeps the score. Ravens 12. Patriots 10. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little short.
They boosted May up to 94.
That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air, May. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st.
To throw, it's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Henderson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Patriots 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
They'll go again with Henderson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Trevion Henderson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got it.
And that's caught inside the 30.
That's a laser.
Goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. Here's Jackson to throw.
That was a terrible throw. Mom, that was horrible.
And the Patriots are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Off the play fake. Here's May. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Are you a Patriots fan?
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
What are your thoughts on the Tyler Loop wide right kick? They cut him anyway. He's not even on their roster. I mean, yeah, he is a rookie.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
But Cam Little is, after all, a sophomore and hitting 60-yarders, 68-yarders.
That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken a fourth quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for
Derrick Henry has been getting stuffed the whole game.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Diggs has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well.
Just to let you know, I'm live streaming this game right now.
Now on first
What?
down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too.
I have like one person watching though. I have like no views.
Defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football. They've hit it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Draymond Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. He's back to throw. And that's going to set.
You still have all your timeouts. Lucky. Drake may bailed you. Hold up, I'm gonna pause this real quick. Be right back. That's crazy. Bro, quit while it was paused. Three games won in a row, putting me at 4-5. I'll play as the Bears.
Well, from a city that normally gets only about 20 inches of snow a year, they're getting a pretty good wallop right now as we're at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
You gonna kick off or nah?
What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. It's a gain of 10.
Here's Williams.
And the Bears first down.
And that'll be incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
To throw, Williams. Will try and do this himself. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And that one open.
There's no way he's slipping out here.
Down to the 26-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go play action here with Williams. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
You were not in.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to 20.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about.
There's no way you were in, bro.
In this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Henry again on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's brought down.
Lamar cannot run.
It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception. The
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Draw play. This is Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd and 5. Now Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
Should have just taken the points.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he works free. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
And it's caught inside the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
First down, Chicago.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
To throw, it's Williams.
30. Never mind. That was almost picked off.
This will wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Williams from the gun on third down. Pass complete to Loveland. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Santos' kick is up and through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now it's Jackson. And we'll go right back to Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Baltimore first down.
And for Jackson, this may be a free play. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Jackson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks.
You're not making this.
First half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal.
A 51-yard attempt.
Horrible kick. That's worse than Tyler Luke in real life.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the...
That's caught at the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the time.
Get Moss, bro. There's no way he caught that.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
3 sacks out of Montez Sweat, by the way.
Another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To throw is Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40.
23 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bears' 31.
Jackson now. To the right side into the hands of Flowers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. That's another Baltimore first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Quick hitch complete. It's Flowers. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 26-yard line.
Henry up the middle. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy?
Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
You are such a good... You are so good at kicking the ball in Madden.
Seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 29 yards. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
The Bears.
Williams going to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they foul on the try for 2.
Bears 9. Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just run with Lamar. Why are you out here running out to the side and just like chucking it?
But it winds up incomplete.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to get the football back.
That's game.
Run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA
Good game.
Sports.
Well, not good because I'm shutting you out right now, but...
Swift going to try up the middle. Down to the 25. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Williams. And he takes a shot on the
You got lucky that I did not get the pass off. That was a wide open touchdown.
Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And oh no, it's incomplete. That's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL and teams can score.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, 65 yards. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson here is going to look to throw.
That would have been a pick 6 from a defensive tackle if he had it.
Bears 12, Ravens 6.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And it looks looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game.
Maybe let the computer play TP.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Open man down the field, that's Burden. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Luther Burden, 36 yards. And the Bears are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
The Bears will line up.
They're going to keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And this is intercepted.
Pick 6. Thank you. Good game.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters.
Four in a row.
Pero pues como